The number one secret to having success as a web developer is having the right mindset. At the end of the day, you have to have the right mindset. The thing you have to understand is you are going to run into problems as a web developer. That's just the reality. If you have experience and you're really, you know what you're doing and you have really strong skills, really strong web development skills, every single most days you're kind of just going through the motions and you're not going to really run into a lot of problems, but you're always going to be solving problems. You might be in your terminal and you might have a problem inside the terminal. It could be during deployment. So there's always going to be problems that you're going to face, and you have the right mindset to solve those problems and to get through those problems and get the answers that you need. We have ChatGPT, we have Gemini, we have all these LLMs that are out there, these coding assistants that can help you. So do you have the mindset? Are you willing to just learn what you need to learn? At the end of the day, if you spend enough time, you use these LLMs to your advantage, you can get your questions answered eventually. You can solve these problems eventually, but you have to have the right mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to, it's going to be hard. You're going to quit. You're going to give up. You got to be able to do what you got to do. Put the work in, get those hard questions answered. The thing is, you're going to always, if you're really skilled, it's going to be pretty simple. It's not going to be too complicated, but in the beginning, it's definitely important to have the right mindset because you don't have those skills, you don't have that experience. You're going to be running into problems all the time, and you have the mindset to solve those problems and to get through those problems. There's always the answers there. Are you willing to spend the time to get that answer? There's Gemini, there's ChatGPT. Are you willing to spend the time to get those answers and get that problem solved? But it's all going to boil down to having the right mindset. At the end of the day, if you have the right mindset and you're willing to put in the work and you're really willing to really just figure out what those answers are, you're going to get that. You're going to squash that bug. You're going to solve that problem, whatever it is. And, you know, there's so many things. You're in your terminal, you might have a problem. You type a command into the terminal and now VS Code's telling you, we don't recognize this command, so on and so forth. You got red squiggly lines all throughout your application. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be problems to solve. If you have the right mindset, you'll get through them. So this is Tyrone Ratcliffe. Make sure you follow my blog, read my articles at tyroneratcliffe.com. I have some offers and some services that I provide. Support the blog. The best way to support the blog is just leave a comment. Leave a comment. Share the articles that you found useful. This is Tyrone Ratcliffe. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.